Fams, good day and welcome back to our YouTube channel Diary TV. Today we're diving deep into an exciting chapter for Nigeria's pride, the Super Eagles, as they gear up for a historic friendly showdown against Russia. That's right, this isn't just any match, it's the first ever full international clash between these two footballing nations, set to take place in Moscow in June 2025. Of course, I'm your host, Divine Favor A. Woggle, and over the next hour, we're going to unpack everything you need to know about these blockbusters encounter. From the coach's master's plan to the players who will be leading the charge, the strategic value of this game and what it could mean for the Super Eagles' future. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of this. The Super Eagles are coming off a roller coaster 2024, where they secured their spot in the 2025 African Cup of Nations but stumbled in their World Cup qualifying campaign. Now, under the guidance of their new gaffer Eric Chelle, they're looking to turn the page and build momentum. This friendly against Russia isn't just a warm-up, it's a statement of intent. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's break it all down, segment by segment. First up, how Coach Chelle is assembling his squad and what's driving his team selection. Let's get into it. First off, key factor driving the core team selection. Now, alright, let's kick things off with a big question. How is Coach Eric Chelle putting together this Super Eagles squad for the Russia friendly? Well, if you've been following the team lately, you'll know Chelle is a man with a vision. He's only been in charge since January 2025, but he's already shown he's not afraid to make bold calls. For this match, he's made it clear. He's bringing out the big guns. In a recent chat with Score Nigeria, Chelle hinted that he's sticking with the core of the team that faced Rwanda and Zimbabwe in the World Cup qualifiers last month. Why? Continuity, experience, and trust in his key players. So, what are the key factors driving his decisions? First off is about form. Chelle's got his eyes locked on players who've been delivering week in, week out for their clubs. Take Victor Osimhen for instance. Napoli's goal machine has been tearing it up in Serie A, and with 26 goals for Nigeria already, he's closing in on Rashidi Yekini's all-time record. There's no way Chelle leaves him out of this one. Then there's consistent player like William Troost-Ekong, the rock at the back, and Alex Iwobi, the midfield master, have been mainstay for a reason. They bring stability and leadership to the squad. Another factor, tactical feet. Chelle's a coach who loves a balanced setup, thinks solid defending paired with quick, lethal counter-attacks. That's why you likely see wingers like Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon in the mix. Their pace and trickery could be a nightmare for Russians' backline, and let's not forget the goalkeeping situation. Stanley Nwabali has been a revelation between the sticks, pulling off clutch saves and even trolling opponents with his confidence. Now Chelle's banking on him to keep a clean sheet in Moscow. Now, who's expected to start? Here's my predict. XI based on Chelle's hints and the team's recent outings. Nwabali in goal, a back four of Ola Aina, Troost-Ekong, Shemi Ajayi, and of course Jamu Collins. Yes, a midfield into of Wilfried Ndidi, Iwobi, and Frank Onyeka for that blend of grit and creativity. And up top, Chukwueze and Simon flanking Osimhen. That's a lineup built to compete. Folks, a mix of power, speed, and flair. But Chelle's also got depth on the bench. Think Kelechi Iheanacho, Ademola Lookman, and maybe even a wildcard like Victor Boniface. If he can shake off his recent goal drought, the coach knows this is a chance to test his A-team against a tough European side, and is not holding back. What's fascinating here is how Chelle's balancing experience with experimentation, while the core stays intact. He might sneak in a surprise or two, maybe a young gun from the NPFL or a fringe player who's been knocking on the door. It's all about finding that perfect formula ahead of bigger battles. Speaking of which, let's move our next segment. Why this match against Russia is such a golden opportunity for the Super Eagles? Yes, a valuable opportunity against a European opponent. Now, why does this friendly against Russia matter so much? Simple, it's a rare chance for the Super Eagles to go toe-to-toe with a European powerhouse. And trust me, that's no small deal. Russia might be banned from FIFA and UEFA competitions right now due to their invasion of Ukraine, but don't let that fool you. They're still ranked 34th in the world, higher than Nigeria at 38, and they've got a squad packed with talent playing in the Russian Premier League and of course beyond. This is a team that reached the quarterfinals of the 2018 World Cup on home soil, so they know how to compete at a high level. the Super Eagles, this is like a masterclass in disguise. European teams bring a different flavor to the game: think discipline, defending, physicality, and a knack for set-piece magic. The Nigerians used to dominating in Africa with their flair and speed, but Europe's a different beast. Facing Russia gives Chille's boys a chance to test their skills against a side that's tactically sharp and battle-hardened. Imagine Osimhen trying to outmuscle a rugged Russian centre-back, or nearly breaking up play against their midfielder and forces. It's a test of adaptability, and that's pure gold for a team looking to grow. Yes, strategically, this match is a playground for Chille. He can tweak his formation, maybe switch between a 4-3-3 and a 3-5-2 to see what clicks. He can experiment with pressing triggers, counter-attacking patterns, and even how to neutralize Russia's aerial threats. It's not just about the players, it's about the system. Nigeria's had issues with game management in the past, conceding late goals in crucial matches. This friendly is a low-stake chance to iron out those things against a side that will punish any lapse in focus. And let's talk exposure. Playing in Moscow puts the Super Eagles on a global stage. It's not just African fans watching, European scouts, analysts, and neutral will tune in too. A strong showing could boost the team's reputation and confidence, proving they can hang with the best outside their continent. Plus, it's a psychological edge. Beating a European team, even in a friendly, sends the message: the Super Eagles are serious contenders. That's huge as they eye tougher challenges ahead. Which brings us to our next point. What does this game mean for the upcoming competitions? Now let's explore that. So how does this Russian friendly fit into the Super Eagles' bigger picture? Well, 2025 is a massive year for Nigeria. They've already punched a ticket to AFCON 2025, but the real prize looming on the horizon in the 2026 World Cup. Right now, their qualifying campaign is on shaky ground, fourth in Group C with just 7 points from 6 matches. They've got Rwanda at home and of course South Africa away in September, and those are must-win games if they want to keep their World Cup dreams alive. Now this friendly isn't just a tune-up, it's a stepping stone to those do-or-die moments. Now think about it, a good result against Russia could be a momentum booster if the Super Eagles can hold their own or even win in Moscow. It will send a surge of belief through the squad. Confidence is everything in football, and Nigeria's been missing that spark in their qualifiers. A victory here could flip the script, showing the players they can compete with top teams and carry that swagger into September. On the flip side, a poor performance might expose cracks that Chille needs to fix far better to find out now than in a qualifier, right? For AFCON 2025, this match is Prep 101. Nigeria's got a legacy to uphold. They've won the tournament 3 times, most recently in 2013, but they'll face stiff competition from the likes of Morocco, Senegal, and Egypt. Russians' European style mirrors some of the tactical challenges they might meet in the knockout stages of AFCON, especially if they cross paths with North Africa teams who blend physicality with technical nous. This friendly is a chance to stimulate those scenarios, of course, and build resilience. There is also a political angle. Yes, football and politics mix sometimes. Russia's been countering African nations amid their FIFA ban, and Nigeria stepping up to play them could strengthen ties off the pitch. That might not affect the scoreboard, but it could open doors for future friendlies or support in international football circles. For the Super Eagles, though, the focus is clear. Use this game to sharpen their claws for the battle ahead. So, how's Chille planning to make that happen? Let's dive into his next strategy. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How's Coach Chille planning to use this Russian friendly to fine-tune the Super Eagles? This isn't a game where he's just throwing players out there and hoping for the best. No, Chille's got a blueprint and it's all about polishing the rough edges. He's already said he's sticking with his core group, but this match is his lab, his chance to experiment, analyze, and tweak. One big area he'll target: defensive discipline. Nigerians been leaky at the back in their qualifiers. Conceding late equalizer against Zimbabwe and Rwanda is proof of that. Russia's got strikers like Artem Zuba in their ranks, guys who thrive on set places and of course have chances. Chills will use this game to drill his backline. Trust Ekong Ajayi and the fullbacks on staying switched on for 90 minutes. Expect him to test different pairings and communication drills to block those gaps. Then there is the attack. Victor Boniface's goal drought has been a talking point. 7 games without a goal for Nigeria is a worry. Chille might give him minutes off the bench here, using Russians' physical defenders as a litmus test to rebuild his confidence. Meanwhile, Osimhen's finishing will be under more microscope. Of course, can he convert chances against the European defense? Chills might tweak the service from the wings, of course, pushing Chukwueze and Simon to deliver pinpoint crosses. Midfield's another puzzle. Ndidi and Iwobi are locks, but who partners them? Onyeka's energy is a plus, but Chills could rotate in Rafael Onyedika or even Al Hassan Yusuf to test their mettle. The goal is balance, enough steel to win the ball back, enough craft to unlock Russia's defense, and let's not forget transition. Nigeria's counterattacks are little when they click, but sloppy turnovers have hurt them. This friendly is a chance to sharpen that edge. Chills also got an eye on, of course, stamina and rotation with a four-nation tournament in England against Ghana, Jamaica, and Trinidad, and of course Tobago also on the horizon. He'll use Russia to gauge his starters' fitness while giving faint players a run out late, of course, in the game. It's about building a squad that's versatile and ready for anything. Weaknesses like set piece, defending, midfield cohesion, and finishing under pressure. They're all on the table here, and Chills got one shot to address them before the stakes get high. So what can we expect from the Super Eagles in this match? Let's wrap up with that. Expectations and chances of a positive result. Finally, let's talk expectation. What should we hope for from the Super Eagles against Russia, and what are their odds of coming out on top? Look, this isn't a walk in the park. Russia is a tough nut to crack. They've got home advantage, a chip on their shoulder for the FIFA ban, and a squad eager to prove a point. But the Super Eagles aren't here to roll over. Fans are buzzing and the expectations is clear. Put up a fight and show the world what Nigeria is made of. Realistically, a win would be massive. Now picture this. Osimhen nodding a late header, Nwabali pulling off a wonder save, and the team celebrating a 2-1 victory in Moscow. That's a dream scenario, and it's not out of reach. Nigeria's got the firepower. Osimhen's a world-class striker. Iwobi's vision is top tier, and their pace on the wings could exploit any Russian sluggishness. If Chill gets his tactics spot on, high pressing, quick transition, and a watertight defense, of course, they've got a real slot at a positive result. A draw wouldn't be shabby either. 1-1 or 0-0 keeps the morale high and the lessons flowing. The Super Eagles have drawn tough teams like Argentina and Brazil in friendlies before, so holding Russia wouldn't be a shock, but a loss. That's the risk. If Russian physicality overwhelms Nigeria or they capitalize on set pieces, it could be a long night, maybe a 2-0 or 3-1 defeat. Still, even that wouldn't be a disaster. It's a friendly, after all, and the focus is growth. I'll peg the chances at 40% for a win, 35% for a draw, and 25% for a loss. Why? Nigeria's talent is undeniable, but Russia's experience in home crowd gives them an edge. The X factor is Chill. If he can rally his troops and execute his game plan, the Super Eagles could surprise us all. Fans will expect goals, flair, and heart, and I think they'll get it. This match is a stepping stone, a chance to shine, and a preview of what's to come. Whatever the score, it's going to be a thriller, of course. And there you have it, folks, an hour of pure Super Eagles goodness as we preview the epic friendly against Russia, from Chill squad selection to the strategic stakes and the hype around the performance. We've covered it all. What do you think? Will Nigeria soar in Moscow, or will Russia clip their wings? Drop your predictions in the comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. This is Divine Favor signing off. Until next time, keep loving the beautiful game, and of course, we remain Diary TV.